All right, I forgot to make this part of the video before we left the shop, but we're on our way to Vermont to probably pick up a 81 VW Caddy. It's converted to rear-wheel drive with a 5.4 Triton powering. It's pretty nutty. We're pretty well into New York. Justice is driving because I have no work state. So we've been bugging this guy pretty bad to even come look at it. He's not the best of the marketplace viewers, but our boy Greta Bean back here bugged the shit out of him until he finally gave us his address, and we're making the 6-hour drive up here. All right, so we've entered Vermont, so I can drive again. Yeah, got the U-Haul trailer, and we're making our way down the road here. We're about an hour out from picking up the truck now. All the goodies here. He gave us a set of Mustang fucking Cobra wheels. Gave us 2 vented original doors. 2 fucking brand new tires. A hood. And this is it. Look at this fucking thing. Get a light in here.
Coolest fucking thing, dude.
Fucking tube chassis. Thing's fucking badass. Well, we've got it back. We're trying to get it started, and the battery happens to be underneath the dash. What's cool about that is all of this. And currently, this is how it's going. Fun. Alright, so far you got this big bundle of wires to cut. We have pulled the battery box out of there, and then it's getting relocated over there. You know, in the interview on Speed Hunters after this guy built this thing, he said, wiring is my game. And this is what the fucking underneath of the dash looked like, so I think he fucking lied. Alright, so probably doesn't look it, but got a decent amount of progress before I left. Most of the fucking like important modules and relays are separated out, and a lot of the bullshit plugs, and then it's just untangling this main bit and getting it all straightened out and starting to cut out what we don't need. So should be running, I don't know, tomorrow. So little update, I have the harness entirely out. I forgot to start taking a video, but I am going to, I've already started pulling all the tape and housing off of this wire, and I'm gonna figure out where all the wires go and then start clipping. Alright, so for better or worse, this is a fucking mess. This is pretty ridiculous and daunting to actually figure out the harness. So I just kind of started cutting, so this is a little update. This is what I've got so far. Am I positive that none of that's needed? No, not at all. This is such a mess. Uh, kind of making me regret not going with just going out and buying a Holly Terminator standalone ECU. And we're only at that harness. We still have, what is that, 3 more in here? 3 more left. So we'll see. It's slow go right now. It's hoping it would be a lot easier once the harness was outside of the truck. But once I got it all unwrapped, it just became a mess. So we'll see. So little update. I've been told about a drift event going on Drift Everest locally, November 1st and 2nd. So we're gonna try to have it done by then. I'd like to end this saga with maybe the first drift event, and then go from there. But we'll see. Womp womp womp. Last night leaving the shop, hit a deer. These Mitsubishis are kind of built like dog shit. Wait, I hit it going like 25, but look how flimsy this fender is. It no matter. We got some progress on the wiring here. Starting to make harnesses. The main harness here is still a little bit of a rat's nest, but we have looking a lot cleaner in here, arguably. So basically we have the harness for this box right here, and then this box right here left to separate out, and then it's just a custom harness down there. The ECM harness is wrapped, as well as a couple plug harnesses down there. The main body harness, it's wrapped, clipped. So really chugging along now. The harness is finally done here for the truck. We'll see if it actually runs the truck. There's a bunch of too long wires, so hence this fucking cock we got sticking up here. And hopefully that's not because stuff's too close to so a bunch of these plugs go into this, and they seem like they might be spread out pretty far, so that's something we'll come across when we come across it. And then I'm gonna snake it through, so maybe it'll run tonight. The harness is finally done here for the truck. We'll see if it actually runs the truck. There's a bunch of too long wires, so hence this fucking cock we got sticking up here. And hopefully that's not because stuff's too close to so a bunch of these plugs go into this, and they seem like they might be spread out pretty far, so that's something we'll come across when we come across it. And then I'm gonna snake it through, so maybe it'll run tonight. Alright, so we have all the wiring in. It's still a rat's nest here, but all the modules and stuff, the OBD2 port, everything's a little easier to get at batteries removed. I have a battery hooked up. Dash lights up. Still, we're having this is a starter switch. I got nothing. So we got to figure that out here next. But yeah, it's about there. Okay, so a little setback on the Rabbit. Got everything functioning right. Started, didn't want to turn it over, so I was like, okay, let me see if I can crank it over by hand, and I couldn't, so I pulled the spark plugs, and this was the very first one I saw, so not looking too hot there, but all the rest were in pretty decent shape, so I think water seeped into that cylinder. I put ATF and acetone down the cylinders. Hopefully that frees it up. Everything inside is functioning. Battery box is on the way. Fuel pump's pulled to put a new one in. So as long as we can free this up, we should be right on track. All right. So currently we're installing a new battery box so we can relocate the battery to the bed. We just put a new cap on the fuel cell because I believe that was leaking because there's some water in the fuel system. Still can't get it to turn over just yet. You're gonna let it soak a little bit longer. This was the fuel filter, so it pretty much this fuel pump's definitely roached, but we're getting there. I got a whole box of goodies in from Amazon, so just doing small stuff till the fuel pump and we can free up the motor. All right, so we just got some parts in from Amazon. You got this fuel filter here and this fuel pump here. They're Amazon cheapies, but we've used these Evil Energies before, and they seem to make pretty quality parts for how cheap they are. You can see this is way bigger fuel filter, way bigger quality. It's not using these crappy paper filters. And then the fuel pump, it's way thicker, way longer. It's should pump a lot more fuel. We'll see how it works out. Probably going to use these mounts that they had here and just use the line they had there and flush out the tank side and see how it works. All right, so it does not want to free itself up, so we're gonna push it down the hill at the shop and see if we can make it free itself up. Go ahead. Well, you can't see it, but we fucking got it. It's freed. So, we freed it up. The car is entirely covered in ATF and acetone, but the motor's free. Shit. now we gotta rip it backwards back up the hill. My view right now. And we have success. Turn on the master switch, pull the starter, and it fucking spins over. And actually looks pretty damn good. We wiped it down, and it kind of made it look gloss black with all the ATF. It looks pretty damn good gloss black. Might end up painting it gloss black now. All right, we got it. The first startup, kinda on spray. We got it to run. We gotta bleed the brakes. We started up without a spark plug. One of the spark plugs is fucked. Get some fuel line, and then should be ready to run. Okay, so as you can see here on the floor, got a burst fuel line. We counted for that. There's actually a fuel line. It goes right up to here. But we also had this fitting's not quite right. I thought we were gonna get passed by with that. Did not work out. So need to figure that out tomorrow, as well as see if I can reach it up here. One of the, can kind of see, one of the spark plug holes, thread's a little fucked up. We're gonna have to tap that tomorrow as well. Hopefully tomorrow that should be the last two things, and it should be running. We'll have this running tomorrow. All right, so the fuel pump's plumbed, the spark plug's tapped and now in. It's ready to start up. That's not great. Still got some kinks to work out. All right, so it's running, it's driving. We're having a fueling issue where the pump overpressures, so we're trying to mess with the fuel regulator here. So that's not ideal. Shuts the car down after 130 psi to the fuel rail. We gotta get this sturdied up because that's no good in driving it. Seats still need to be bolted down. Battery needs to be relocated. Dash needs to go back on. Currently only have one fan working. I fried the relay, rewiring it, and then haven't been able to get it back on since. But it's all minor, so we should be still on track. We really got to figure out the fueling issue now. All right, so We're still having an issue. I can't get enough vacuum off the throttle body here to open up this regulator enough that our fuel pump doesn't shut off. So we're working on that, trying to figure that out. Right now, we just got the dash in, so we're all powered up and that's looking good. We started running the cable for the battery box. We still gotta drill a hole and figure out where we're gonna mount and weld up this battery box, and the seat still needs to be mounted in, but it's coming along. It's looking real good. All right, so all we got left is found out we needed an alternator today. They gave me the wrong one. It's supposed to be for this style plug, and that is not that. So we need to put an alternator on it tomorrow. Still messing around with the fueling issue. Got a lot done today. Dash is bolted in, seats are bolted in. It even adjusted the mirrors and the harness and whatnot. Got the battery box ran the rest of the way. So yeah, it's about ready. It's just about ready. We're actually gonna run it down the road and fuel up at the local gas station before we found out that they gave us the wrong alternator. So probably a video of it pretty soon. All right, I just got the new alternator. Turns out it's an alternator off of 04, even though this motor's a 02. So that plug's definitely been rewired at some point. It's raining a little bit, but I'm gonna take it for a spin and go fill this fuel cell. It's goofy, but it's kind of nice to finally be harnessed in here and taking it for a ride and feeling safe in it. So we made our first successful journey. Fueling issues still terrible. It wanted to die on me twice coming down here, but yeah, we got it filled up, so that's a win. All right, so I just figured out if you go like hell, the car wants to stay on, so it does lead me to believe that this fuel regulator might be bad. Should have picked one up this morning when I got the alternator. Entirely forgot, so that might be the issue. We might just need to throw a regulator in here and hope. All right, good news. Good news. Not only did we solve the fueling issue, and it's idling now pretty well, we also got both of the cooling fans here working, which I was a little worried about getting too hot once we start drifting. So both the cooling fans are working, and we've got an idle. We don't have any sort of fueling issue now. Revs right up. So looks like we're back on track. Few little setbacks. Figure I'd give it a little startup process on this thing. So first you're gonna want to turn on the main power, turn on fan, turn on fan, turn on the dash, and then this is fuel pump. This light's always on. And then you crank this over, it's a slider. Oh, it's in gear. All right, we're on the road. We're about to head down to Evergreen Drift today. Alrighty, a little update. So we passed tech a little bit ago. We had one leak that it appears we fixed out of power steering fluid. Everything passed tech besides our helmet and the power steering fluid, so we're looking for a helmet right now. Drifting over there. we'll see. Finish bracket. All right, so evergreen was a little bit of a fail. Did make it. We did get tech number. We had little things, just a little leak on the sight glass. We needed helmets, which we had plenty of people offer up, but we couldn't find any for ourselves. We needed to put on a tow bracket, which we got done. We had a little ignition issue, and that kind of put the nail in the coffin, but it's just about where it needs to be. I mean, it by all means, we get them next time. We're doing 153 miles an hour, buddy. We gotta get out of here.
You're on camera.